Hey folks, welcome to another video where I am doing a retro CSS battle. These are CSS Battle daily targets from the past. This is January 28th, 2024, and 29th and 30th. Unique shapes all. Let's get right to it. All right. I feel like I've had good luck setting margins on elements independently. So I'm going to do a margin var of --m, and each one of the parts of this, I guess it's an asterisk, sort of will be its own thing. Let's say 50 auto to start with, and then so what, 50 100, and then let's unset the margins on the body. So we're only going to rely on the margins on the element. Maybe 45 looks right. And then the height is something like 200, 210. Okay, and then if we set margins more, we can get that first the edges correct. A 77, 177. So interesting size, width 100. So we want a border radius next. Border radius. Let's do 40 pixels. Looks like that's correct. Is it 30? Can we just do that as a Q value? Yeah, we just do that as Q value. All right. So that's the first part. And then the next one, we'll do a crossbar. And we'll give that a B. B. And then for this one, we set our margins differently. And I guess we need to set a height as well of our --h, comma, or 210. So when we set a margin of 0, and set a height of 10 minus 100, and then let's go ahead and set a background of red. How come we don't see it? Let's see. We don't see it at all. That's a problem. Okay. Where is our object? Don't see a darn thing. Oh, because my selector is bad. When you rush, that's what you get. Okay, so these margins are getting there. How about 18, 17, 165? And then the height is going to be that. What's that height? 30? 30. And then these margins need to come in a little bit, 7, 8, 9, and let's get rid of that background. And I guess we've inadvertently, my default template has pink as the color, and that's not what we want here. Okay, so 90, 92, no, 85, 86, 87. Okay, there's that 87. It's probably 87 on the other side, and that's our second part. And then lastly, PC. All right, so there it is. This one has to rotate 45 degrees. Sure. And then that margin needs to be negative. Oh, we got a problem. We need it to be shorter. And so how do we do that? Margins need to be, let's copy these. And then we've made our job a lot harder. Let's set our height to be 30. And then let's decrease our width here. Let's make that like 57. No, 107. Maybe 110 and 107. Okay, and then if we rotate it, what do we get? Are we close? Not bad. We do have a problem. No, we don't. 10, 20, 30, 30, minus 30. There it is. We just got lucky. Those numbers are shaping up in a way that is surprising. So this is going to be highly similar. So we use the correct selector of attribute C with another attribute C. This is the second one. And the rotate here, actually let's do a bar, angle, dash dash A for angle. And then this one is dash dash A minus 45 degrees. And it just worked. Incredible. I hope that's 100%. Easier than I thought it would be. Easier than I thought it would be. I've had a lot more difficulty. That's 100% match. We're going to get out while the getting's good. That is went far better. I think because I've done it before, I have a better sense of the numbers, and I'm genuinely surprised that the margins for this one, for the first paragraph tag, the one that's going this way, worked for the second. I feel like I'm going to learn something if I look at that closer and think about the math there. So let's minify and submit again. That's it. All right, next. This is cute. What is going on there? Let's just go for it. So we need a linear gradient from purple to this pink, right? And it's 50%, right? Great. And then the background is this color. And the reason that this works, so we might need two elements to get the symmetries right. I'm not sure. If we do need two elements, then we need to set these margins differently. How about 200? No, 180, 180, and then a border radius, 10Q. How about 20Q? How about 21Q? 2. There we go. All right, so how do we get this shape? Is there a thing we can do to get that peculiar shape? I'm not sure there is. Or at least, so what do we need? We need, I guess we need a, I mean, is it a conic gradient is the question. And then what does that conic gradient look like? Is it constrained? Because we've got different, so it's got to come from this point. And that gets us that one, but then we need a second one. So are we better off with two elements? One upside down, or yeah, let's just do it on. I feel like I'm overthinking here. Or is it two triangles? Or is it a whole nother one of these flipped upside down and with a clip path on it? Let's do that. Oh, I like that idea. That's a goofy idea. So let's background red. There it is. All right, so scale. Okay, so margin minus 100. Margin, and actually, let's put the margin here. Bar dash dash M or 60 pixels. Okay, and then the margin here is minus 200, 210, 20, 30, 40, and then 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, I like this plan. 100. Yeah, I like this plan. Good. This is a good plan. Okay. So these numbers are now wrong. 60 and 60. So 50, 52. There we go. Okay. So we need to set. Yeah, this is going to be good. All right, here we go. We want a clip path just for this triangle. And so let's do scale minus 1. Great. All right, so here's the clip path. Polygon. And what are our points? Our points are in the midpoint, so 0, 50%, 25%, 100%. So that's this one down here, and then 50%, no, 75% over, that's this point, and 0. Okay. And then 100%, 50%. And that's the idea. So the 0 here needs to go down 25%. Too low. How about 30? 35. No. 50. 75. No, that's not right. Oh, because we're upside down. 25. So this clip path is applying to this upside down, which is difficult to think about, but I am going to do my best here. All right. So this 100% needs to be 82. 82%. Okay, we're close. That's what we got so far. So if we adjust, okay. So 75% is too far. How about 74, 73, 72, 75, 76, 77, 78, 5, 3. Tricky. So I'm going to submit this. I know it's not 100%, but I feel okay about it. It is definitely harder to reason about the math here, the way I'm doing it. And I also feel like I might not have nailed the width of this, and that's sad. That's very sad. Okay, 51. No, that's 52, and then this one 52. That's a little better. Okay. Okay. There it is. So rather than percentages, let's use pixels. I like that better since it's working when the percentages were not. All right, that's 100% match. So that's two elements, the first of which is, that's just kind of amazing that works. Yeah, you can replace and minify and resubmit, and we're done. That's a fun set of code. I enjoyed that one a lot. I've done that different ways, clearly. Here, how did I do it before? Oh, I've done clip pass before. That's amazing. How about here? That's also another clip path. And then how about this one? Also a clip path. All right. Oh no. So how about yeah, very, very similar code. So I've not done this with conic gradients before, so that makes me actually kind of curious to see what that looks like. I think it's slightly too many, because you have to figure out the angles, figure out the center point, and then only do that. And then it's a lot of code just to get, here's a purple section, and then here's the pink section. They have to work in tandem. All right, that's fine. Next, I think here we want to create one element for each one of these corners. So to do that, we're going to do kind of my classic height width, and we're going to do border, and pixels solid, actually solid, and then the color, and then border width is what, 10 pixels, 0, 0, 10 pixels, like that. And then a border radius, 50%, 0. Actually, it's more like 10 pixels or something. Yeah, okay. Next, background there, no body. Let's increase that, and it's a little, could be right actually. Okay, let's set our margins. 4, 5, 900. Okay, bigger border. So we'll do the left one first. It's a little easier to see. 2, width needs to be a little different. 60, 70, 60, 50, 40, 50, 55. There we go, 55. And that border radius is not right. 50, 40, 40. There it is. And then can we use a Q unit there? 1 or 2. Sure. Okay. Now, I definitely feel inclined to use margins. So usually I do a display flex with a gap, but I think that given what we see here, let's do it another way, which is we're going to set our margins here. Okay, margin. $92. There it is. Okay, and we'll make that a variable var m or that, and then we do want to rotate a var --r or 0. Okay, so B, what is B? B has a value r of 90 degrees. There it is. And then a margin that we need to move it around. What numbers do we need? We need a positive number here and a negative number here. Too big. 215, 14, 13, 12, 125. Great. And can we get rid of these middle numbers? Yes, we can. Great. Okay, we need another one. C. And can we use, the easiest part of this is the background, the circle, so we're not touching that yet. C, and the rotate there, 180 degrees. That's awesome. Let's make that 270. And then the margins are 100, 0. Oh, 100, 200, 100, 100, 90, 92, 200, 150. Not bad. 160, 75. Oh, and then somehow we messed that up. Uh-oh. Are these affecting each other? That's what I want to know. That's a concern. They are affecting each other. That's a real problem. Yeah, they are affecting each other. So maybe I do need those middle zeros. 125. All right, so very specific margins. And then here's, oh, we don't see it now. That's a problem. There it is. So 4 numbers, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 92, and then 50. Yeah, we love it. Okay. And then lastly is number D, attribute D. Our rotate there is 180 degrees. And let's give it a margins. We need positive numbers here, 220. Is it 217 again? Is that a number we've seen before? How about 80, 92? No, 82. How about 75? That's dead on. I wish there was more of a trend of these numbers, but there is not. Minus 125, because each one is subsequent, right? If we were fixed, I don't know if this is better than display flex, which puts things, and then we can use scale to flop them on their X or Y or both axes. Regardless, let's do the background. Radial gradient. of a circle, and it's the brown color, and let's call it 20%, and then the light brown color to bring it home. That's at 20%, 21, 22, 23, 24. And let's submit that. So background radial gradient to get the circle, and then these marks are each a paragraph tag with very specific margins set. Let's unit replace and minify, and that's how we do it. And then somehow I've closed my tabs. Okay, so there. Do I have that right? Okay, so that was there's the 28th, there's the 29th, and I guess I at some point change tabs. Okay, so yeah, and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past. Very successfully, a new technique there. Enjoying that a lot. Are there numbers we can remove from these margins? No. Any kind of disruption there changes the way that works. You see that changing those margins moves all those objects, and then also moves the center of that circle to be the center of the body, and the body is taller. So it's all very kind of delicate, not very shippable code, unfortunately. If you add more content, if you're using this as an actual background or trying to replicate, you would do this differently. So yeah, fun one. Thanks for watching, and make cool stuff with HTML and CSS. It's a lot of fun. All right, take care. Bye.